Hello, hello. Come with me as I celebrate my birthday in Bali, Indonesia, on a self care retreat hosted by none other than 10 Trips. If you have been wanting some self care, needing some self care, or just thinking about a trip to Bali, this is your sign. Let's go.
And your captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Feel free to move around the cabin.
I did the house, and then just people just spend all the days in the house.
How long do you stay in the house?
24 hours.
And what do you do during that 24-hour period?
So this look like we have like quality time with the family.
Oh, what if you live by yourself? You have to go over your relative's house?
I just come back to my village and then meet with the big family.
Oh, the big family. Okay, yeah.
So we have like quality time with the family. So we talk about what should do in the next year and what mistake last year. So how to pick that.
Oh, that's a good idea. We should start doing something like that in the U.S.
And then it's the day before the silent day or the Balinese New Year.
So after the New Year is a silent day?
No, Balinese New Year we call the silent day because like lockdown.
Oh,
Because
okay.
even the tourists,
Mm-hmm.
they came to Bali, they just spend all the days in the hotel. Airport is closed. Don't have.
So all the stores and everything are closed?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't have internet. Don't have electricity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like real rest. All rest. Yeah.
Interesting. I like that.
And then it's the day before the silent day or Balinese New Year.
Mm-hmm.
So we are carry the spirit statue.
Oh, the spirit statue.
Yeah,
What is
big,
the spirit
big,
statue?
Big statue, scary statue. So we are carried every single village. So we have in Bali.
Wait,
So,
you carry the spirit statue around with you?
yeah.
And what does it do?
We carry with a lot of people.
Oh.
Sometimes like one statue we carry with like 20, 30 people.
And what does that symbolize?
That is for the sacrifice negative vibration.
Mm-hmm.
So before we do the silent day. So for the clean the area, every single house, every single village, so we have in Bali. And then after we carry every single village, so we burn that statue.
I like that.
So that's meaning like how to minimize to the negative vibration,
Mm-hmm.
negative
Energy.
energy. So in Bali or also in every people.
Just arrived at the villa. Hi, hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Should I take my shoes off?
No. This is your home.
Okay, thank you. Oh my goodness, this is so nice. Hello. Should I come in? Yeah. I'm good. How are you guys? What's your name? Sahar. I'm Sparkle. Drea, nice to meet you. Hello, hello. It's Sparkle, your single solo traveling sister, and I am in Bali. I'm gonna make this quick. I wanted to hop on here and just go ahead and start this video because I always forget to vlog during the first day, and as you can see, I literally just got here. I still have on my travel clothes. Probably shouldn't be sitting on the bed. I still have on my travel clothes. Literally just dropped my bags off and found out that I have a massage in 20 minutes. So I wanted to do this video really quick so I can freshen up. And I want to give you guys a tour of this beautiful villa that we are at. It was a very smooth travel day for once in a while, for the first time in I don't know how long. I went from LA to Taiwan, and then I had a layover in Taiwan, and then from Taiwan to Bali, and I didn't have any issues. All my bags made it. No delays. It was a little delay, I think maybe like 45-minute delay for the plane taking off, but it didn't affect anything. But this is my birthday trip. For those who don't know, I have been trying to get to Bali for probably 3 years now. This is a self-care retreat. I had signed up every year for 2021, 2022, and 2023. I signed up for different types of retreats in Bali, and for one reason or another, never ended up coming. So I am just excited and just blessed to be here. This is another 10 trips, coordinated trip. It is a self-care retreat, so it is going to be more of a mellow, smooth schedule. It's not going to be a jam-packed schedule. We do have a lot of fun things planned, but it is going to be also a lot of downtime, which I'm excited about. And again, like I said, this is my birthday trip, so just again, the perfect time to just reflect and be introspective about just what I see for myself in the upcoming year. And it's just, everything just worked out perfectly in perfect timing. It's the Chinese New Year, so even like through Taiwan, and even once I got to the Bali airport, the tone of the theme of everything within the airport is just starting new, starting fresh, celebrating the new year, the Chinese New Year. But it's, people in this region celebrate the new year around this time of year. So with that spirit and leading up to my birthday, and as you guys know, me being intentional about traveling as much as I can and seeing as much of the world as I can in this season of my life, this is just a perfect time for this type of retreat. So I am excited, but let me get into this room tour, and I'll try to give you guys as much of a tour of the villa as I can. It's sprinkling a little outside, so I'll try to show you what I can and without going into the other girls' rooms. But like I said, this is a 10 trips, and you know, our host gives us a bag full of goodies. So this time we have a water bottle, which I love, because I needed one, and this one is nice and lightweight, not too heavy. A handheld fan, which again, I need another one of these as well. I think this is rose water. Oh, mosquito repellent, all natural mosquito repellent, hand cream, hand sanitizer, a journal, love it, an eye mask, you can never have too many of those, and a bonnet, and you can never have too many of those. And I literally was going to purchase a bag of this from the airport, so thank goodness that I didn't, because this is the perfect size bag when you, because look, it'll fit my camera in it. When you don't carry a big tote bag, but also not like a small clutch. Love that. That's perfect. But let me show you the room. So let's see. I should probably put on some flip flops because I want to go outside in a minute. But so it has like a sliding glass. You can see right out to the pool. And then there's a double bed. I'm not sure who else is in the room. A little chair, a little vanity area, a toilet. I don't know where the light is in here. A huge shower. I think it should be a light right here. Oh, here it is. Yeah. And that's it. Right, so I'm back in my room. I still haven't done a room tour or a villa tour, so hopefully I'll get to do that tomorrow. I'm somewhat settled in already, so when you've already unpacked your stuff, you can't really get a full effect of the room tour, but I'll do what I can tomorrow because the sun has completely set. I can't remember what I last said on here because I literally, as soon as I got picked up from the airport, as soon as I put my bags down, the host said that I had a welcome massage scheduled at 6:30, and it was like 5:50 when I got here from literally a 30-hour travel day. So I hopped in the shower, and as I was walking out the shower, the massage lady was in here setting up. So then it was an hour-long massage, and by the time I finished my massage, it was 7:30, and then I got a message on WhatsApp saying that we're having dinner at 8. So didn't have any time to do anything. Then literally just threw on this dress and some earrings and went to dinner. But I got a chance to actually sit down and chat with some of the ladies. The full group isn't here. Typical travel day issues. Well, some people weren't getting in till late anyways, and then some people had a couple of delays. But I got to meet, I would say maybe half of the group, because it's a pretty small group. I think there are only 7 of us on this trip. But it is a self-care retreat. I think I did say that. So it's not a turn-up birthday trip. For me, again, I'm just in the season of exploring the world, getting to know myself better, just getting out of my comfort zone as much as possible in ways that are natural and organic. So that's what this trip is about to me. I don't know if I already said it, but I have had the intention to come to Bali. I have attempted to come to Bali or to visit Bali for about 4 years now, literally since 2020. I have been in the process of making plans or even signing up for other retreats, because Bali is definitely like a self-care, a healing, a spiritual destination. There are a lot of yoga retreats, spiritual retreats, self-care retreats. So I had even signed up for a couple of other retreats that were hosted by other groups, and it would just always be something that I just was never able to actually come. I was supposed to come for my birthday, I think in 2022. And I think they were still having some travel restrictions. So I ended up, anyways, long story short, it's very serendipitous that I'm here. So far, things are off to a great start. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to seeing what this trip has in store. So I'm definitely, as you guys know, trying to get better and better at this vlogging and staying consistent with getting content when I travel. So I will try to capture as much as I can. And if Bali is on your list, let me know any questions or anything you'd like to know, and I'll try to answer it for you. But stay tuned for this Bali travel vlog. All right, good morning. This is day 2 in Bali. It's beautiful. I'll give you a quick tour of the villa. I tried to do a quick little villa tour. Villa is amazing. The weather is divine. Right now, I think it's right at 9. We're about to have breakfast with the ladies. Everybody arrived last night, so we have a full house. And then, as I said, this is a self-care retreat, so we have some sessions where we talk about intention setting, yoga. Well, I don't think we're doing yoga today. And then we had massages. You guys met our masseuse. She's doing a wonderful job. And I think we have dinner later on tonight. So today is so today is a pretty relaxing day, which is good because everybody had a pretty long and chaotic travel day as to be expected. So hopefully we just get to chill, get to know each other a little better. I'm feeling a bit parched and dehydrated. It's beautiful out here, but it is, what's the word, humid. So I'm gonna go get something to drink, and I haven't had coffee yet, and I know that's also dehydrating, but I'm gonna have a coffee, and yeah, keep you guys posted on the rest of the day.
Join me on my journey to self-love with these daily affirmations. I am blessed. I am whole. I am a goddess. I am purposeful. I am worthy of loving myself deeply. I am magical and radiant. I radiate a strong sense of self-acceptance.
Hello, hello. We just finished up our first self-care session. It was absolutely amazing. The sun has been beaming down pretty bright and intense. I didn't get a lot of footage during the session because it was more of like a go it within thing. I see my face looks really white. I've been trying to slather on the sunscreen, but it's been sweating right off. But yeah, so the first session was great. We did a little journaling. The session leader gave us some journal prompts to think about that were all revolving around self-love. And then we did a movement session and then ended with some sound meditation. And it was really great. We all felt like super zen. Well, I know I feel super zen and relaxed now. And now we're about to have lunch. And then we have some one-on-one sessions after that. And then I think we have a dinner later tonight. So like I said, the first day has been pretty chill. We've just been lounging around, getting to know each other, talking to, it's a pretty small group, but I can never remember exactly how many people there are because we're never all in one place at the same time. But I think there are 7 of us here, I think. But day one has been chill. I think everybody is still a little jet lag and recuperating. Nobody's gotten in the pool yet, but the sound of this little waterfall feature has been super relaxing. I can hear it in my room. Sounds like rain, but it also sounds a little bit more relaxing than rain. So that's what's going on today. But that's the update for day one. Oh, shoot. So far, it has been a perfect way to kick off my birthday month, my birthday celebration, and it's definitely been on theme with where I've been mentally and spiritually. So I'm just excited to see what else this trip has in store. And I'll keep you guys posted. All right, we finally made it to dinner. It took us 90 minutes to get here. It was a lot more traffic than we planned or than we were aware of. I think it's a holiday. You made it. How long have y'all been here?
We've been here for a minute. Our driver was very aggressive.
Like,
He did something from the map. I was like, excuse me. Yeah.
I guess it's
all right, we came to the Copper Kitchen and Bar for dinner. This is our first dinner together as a group because everybody was not here last night when we had our dinner at the villa. So this is good. I mean, it took us like 90 minutes to get here because it was so much traffic from the Chinese New Year. But, and everybody, started dozing off halfway through. But it was a really good dinner. And we have an early morning tomorrow, so. All right, good morning. It is, try to turn this video off. It is morning here in Bali. It is still dark outside. It's about 6 a.m. We had an early start scheduled for today because where we're going is about, oh, and it's raining a little bit. I don't have an umbrella. Where we're going is about an hour and a half, they said, away. And traffic has been like really crazy. So we have breakfast at 6. Then we're going to get dressed in traditional Balinese dress for the water ritual. And after that, we're going to have a detox session and another massage, which has only been 2 days, but I need another massage already. And I think we'll be headed back to the villa after that. But so far, we have been having a wonderful time. When you think of a self-care retreat, this is what should come to mind. Like, it has been so relaxing, but also fun. It's just been a good balance of everything you would expect. So I mean, everybody's exhausted, of course. Like, I think people are still like trying to get caught up with the time difference and just, get over the travel day exhaustion. So hopefully today being a good bit of mix of activity and relaxation will help with that. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Took a slight video. Also, we were there. Should I take this off? I'm gonna keep the strap on. What are you like? I think it's just the line going right there and then this. I gotta give you a Bella's ass. Yes. Which right on top, right in the book bag, right there. Is there a passcode or anything? Is it already on? Should we do another video? And I'll put this shot. Yeah. So much in it? Here, give me the video. Right here. I like this one. Green. I like this. How about my house?
All right, this is our traditional Balinese attire for the water purification. All the beautiful All right, we are loaded up. We're dressed and loaded on our way to the water purification ceremony. I'm pretty excited. Everybody's dressed in their traditional Balinese attire. And then after that, I think we are heading to, or I think we have like a gentle yoga and then a detox session. So, oh, and a massage. And after the purification, we will back to Ubud in one hotel to have brunch. And after brunch, yoga. And after yoga, we will move to the spa for the massage and flower bath. That sounds amazing. Thank you. All right, we made it to the temple. That wasn't so bad. It only took about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Huh? Yes. That's Kuni, my driver.
Hi.
I am going to be the
I
last
guess
one
I'll let you
standing.
know if it's any unstable footing.
Come walk with me, my love. Come walk with me. Got it on video. Oh, thanks a lot.
All right, we just finished our water purification ritual. It was amazing. I still have this rice on my head as an offering. And now we're going to do a quick yoga and meditation session and then do a detox bath and a massage. All right, it's lunchtime.
Vegetable.
All right, that was the most relaxing sound meditation I think I've ever done. I see why people come to Bali and never leave. It is definitely a spiritual experience.
Yeah.
I am Zen AF.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And now we're getting massages. I don't know. I might never leave.
You know, harder.
A bath.
Okay, we're not that close. Okay, I'm like,
like that.
I've had a I'm cool. Right.
What's a Turkish bath?
Right. So they start off with on a wet table.
Wait a minute.
Massaging and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Scrubs and all that. Then he goes to dry tip.
Oh, nice. Oh, I want to try that.
It's fun. I have a video.
All right, we are continuing our spa day, our self-care day, and I'm doing a foot bath. And then we'll get a massage, and then I'll do the flower bath. It is actually this camera's about to die, so I probably won't be getting any footage of that. I'll probably pick it up once we get back to the villa, once I've had time to charge, because both my camera and my phone are dying. So once I have time to charge my devices, I'll pick it up probably later tonight. Oh, thank you. Okay, my camera is literally dying, but I just finished up my flower bath, my massage, my detox, and they brought me a detox drink, which is like a warm mint tea. We did a photo shoot, which featured a lot more of my stomach than I would have wanted, but it was still a great experience. And yeah, like I said, this camera is going to be dead any second now, but I'll try to charge it when we get back to the villa. And we don't really have much planned for tonight. We're going to have dinner at the villa, and we have an early start again tomorrow. So hopefully all my devices will be charged up and ready to go for more Bali coverage. But today has been amazing. I feel extremely zen and relaxed, and just keeps getting more and more blissful. Good morning from Bali, day 4. We turned in super early last night. I don't even think I recorded anything after we got back to the villa. We had dinner, and I know I left dinner at like 9 p.m. and went straight to bed. But yesterday was so amazing. It was the true definition of self-care. We all felt relaxed. Granted, we had a lot of activities back to back, but they were all relaxing activities. So right now it is about 7 a.m. It's already 80 plus degrees out here. We have a yoga session. So I'm headed up to yoga. I just had a coffee, and then we have breakfast after. And then I think we're going to try to do a little bit of shopping because we've been just driving past a lot of cute shops, basically window shopping from the car. So I think some of the girls, or all of the girls, wanted to go get out and do some shopping. And then we have a dinner, a going out dinner plan tonight. So that's all for today. Today is not super jam packed, but still quite a tight schedule because dinner starts pretty early. Dinner starts, or we got to be dressed for dinner by 5:30. And then tomorrow is going to be another super early day. But yeah, I'll try to continue to document. So far, Bali has, definitely been everything you would expect, everything that I've always heard Bali was. And again, we've only gotten like a little sample of the Ubud area. We haven't even seen like the whole entire island. So everything you've already heard about Bali in terms of, why people usually end up extending their stay. I can see and understand all of that. But right now I'm running a bit late for yoga, so I'm going to ease on up here and meet up with the other girls. Just finished our yoga session. This is our yoga instructor.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Wayan.
Please message Wayan if you come to Ubud. Her sessions were really great. The perfect amount of intensity. We broke a sweat. It was really great start to the morning. Now we're going to have a little breakfast in the pool, floating breakfast. Classic Bali activity, can't miss. So I'm going to throw on my swimwear and you'll see me again. All right, I did a quick refresh, getting ready for a quick photo shoot by the pool with the floating breakfast. I think this floating breakfast situation is pretty much a like typical classic Bali tourist thing. So yeah, got to check it off the list. Then after that, I think we're going to have some like self-care sessions, and I think we're going to try to squeeze in some time to go shopping. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of today.
Thank you kindly.
All right, we finally made it to an actual shopping area here in Ubud. And I don't know the name of this street. Oh, but they have so many cute shops. Like we can barely walk like 2 steps without stopping um to shop. So if you're in the booth, it's where you want to be to find literally everything, just about everything. Let me message the crochet set or the flowy set. Oh, yeah, me too. Something about that. Really?
Seriously, what can you do after 2:05? You set it on 2:15.
We just finished our lunch. It was much needed. We hadn't eaten since like 8 o'clock this morning. And that was a very light breakfast. So everybody was starving. Now we're rushing back to the villa because we have dinner in an hour. We have to be dressed for dinner in an hour. So, and this is our group dinner for the week. So it's kind of a dress up occasion. And that'll be it for the day. All right, we pulled it together and we're ready for dinner. We don't know the name of the restaurant yet, but dinner time with the ladies.
Yeah, she's just tired. Yeah. We did. You get it, right? So, thank you. Yeah. She's wearing a
All right, good morning. It is currently 4 a.m. here in Bali. It is pitch black outside. I'm trying to figure out how to turn the lights on, but we are up very early to go to the gates of heaven. They say we need to get there. Basically, it's at the crack of dawn. It opens at 6, so basically you want to get there as soon as it opens to avoid being there all day, because they say it's a tourist attraction, and the line gets very long, and it can basically be an all-day event, and we have other things we want to do today. So initially we were going to try to leave at 5, then somebody said we're leaving at 4, but it's 4 a.m. and I am the only one up right now. So yeah, hopefully we get on the road soon. Arrived at the Lupin temple, and we're getting covered in sarong. You're supposed to wear, I guess, a skirt that covers your knees, but you still have to cover with a sarong before entering. So we're doing that now.
The bottom, top, and the bottom. Well, not shoes, but shoulders. Oh, yeah, okay. Shoulders out. Oh, okay. I think that each group is like three. Yeah, how far is that?
Whew.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have the photographer here. Thank you.
Sorry guys. Are you interested with the special customer guest? With the Bali like this?
It's beautiful. All right, we made it to, I think it's called Heaven's Gate, Lupin Temple. Not sure if you can see, we got here around 6:40, right? We're number 80. I think our group is like 78, 79, 80. And right now they just called number 18. So we'll see how long this process takes. But this is how many people are currently here. Just stopped at this store, convenience store, restaurant thing across from the temple. We are still waiting for our number to be called. It's about 8:20. We got here at like 6:40. And when I walked over here, they were on number 55 or 60. So they might be on number 70 now. So maybe I should head back. But I did want to give a quick update. This is day 5. Obviously, the Lupin Temple, also known as Heaven's Gates, a very Instagrammable, picturesque place here in Bali. This is a couple of hours. It's going to take a couple of hours out of your day. First of all, it's probably going to take you an hour to an hour and a half to get here from wherever you're staying, maybe 2 hours. And depending on how much the wait is, this doesn't seem like a large crowd to me. The crowd was larger when we got here, but it seems to have calmed down a little bit. Your wait can be up to 3 hours, I mean, they move pretty fast, but, it is still a process. So after we leave here, we're going to do the Bali coffee tasting, the luwak coffee, which I'm sure you've heard of and seen. I'll try to get some details on that. I think we're going to go to another site, another water temple maybe. And then we should be heading back to the villa pretty early by the afternoon because we got the day started very early, 4 a.m. As I think I've shown you, it was still dark outside. And yeah, we still have the week ahead of us. So far this trip has been amazing. It has been the true definition of self-care. And I think every woman needs, every Black woman, just a time to retreat and relax and just reflect and have like in that internal dialogue. It's been a great group of women, a good size group, not too large where you're like constantly trying to interact with people. It's a good size. I have no issues, no complaints at this moment. The only complaint I would say with Bali as a whole, or for what I've experienced in Ubud, the area that we're staying in, is the traffic. The traffic has really thrown a wrench in most of our plans. Whenever we do go somewhere, we spend probably more time in the car than we do off the actual villa. So that's the only thing. But again, we still have 4 more days here. So at the end of the week, I will give a more detailed overview of my thoughts. But so far, it's been amazing. So.
You gonna do together? One by one, okay? And the last one is gonna be together, all of you. Yeah, yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Leave your sarong. Excuse me. Leave your sarong. You have to wear it. Next pose. Got it? Next pose. Yeah. Okay, for the last pose. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I got it. Okay. Next.
All right, we finally finished up at 9. So yeah, it's about a 2-hour activity. Make sure you get here early before the sun comes out, because the sun is out now and it's a different story. All right, we're just having lunch at this beautiful restaurant. Excuse my shiny forehead. That was so cute. Looking at my phone.
That snake is heavy.
It looked heavy.
It is heavy.
But your video was cute.
Better than me. Conan, it's heavy. Where am I?
Lunch at Le Grand. It was delicious and beautiful. Or I guess actually that was breakfast. And now we're at the water koi fish area. Also beautiful. And I'll give you a look around.
Everything here.
So this process was pretty straightforward and stress-free. We didn't have to wait in line. I don't know, do we have to pay to get in?
It's a part of the tour.
Okay, so once you pay for the tour, the Heaven's Gate and all of that, you also get to come to this little water park. Water park may not be the right phrase, but it's a park with a lot of water.
Garden.
Yeah, like a garden, a water garden, yeah. And right now it's about 11, just after 11, and there's not a huge crowd. There are people here. But it's not super crowded. And like I said, there wasn't a line or anything. So this is something that you could, if you're already out in this area, this is something you would want to add to your list. It'd be worth
The
it.
coffee is still green, so look like this. So this coffee is still young. This coffee is still young, and then later, like when they arrive, color of the coffee they turn be red. So they coming red, look like a cherry. That is ready to harvest for the coffee. And then for the type of the coffee in here, we have Arabica. So this one is Arabica coffee, because Arabica, the taste is coming like much more stronger than Robusta coffee. Yeah, and also like in here, when we process the coffee, we cannot using any machine, but everything still we do like manual. I mean like all by hand. Yeah, because like from manual process, so you can get like more flavor than from the machine. Yeah, like later, so inside you can see also the how we do process, and then the how we do roasting our coffee also. Yeah, yeah. And Also this one that we're making a tea, yeah. And so this we grow here, and then this one we have a poo of luwak. What look like? That's the poop of the animal, so you can see. That's the poop when they are unclean, so when they're still dirty. Yeah, like when animal they eat the coffee, they cannot shake it the bean, they just only swallow the bean. So that's why they're coming out, they still hold the bean like this. But like this one, like we must be processed first, like we clean first, we wash by hot water until the color they will be coming like this. That's when after we wash, when after we clean. And so then this one is the regular one. So this is the normal coffee when I take from the tree by hand, there's a coffee from the animal. Yeah, so they're coming like a big difference, like from the color, the size of coffee. Because animal luwak, when they eat the coffee, they choose only the best one. They're looking only the good one. So that's why the quality of luwak so much better than the regular one. And also like a luwak coffee, they have very less caffeine and very low acid. Because animal luwak, they have like a special enzyme. So then the enzyme of the animal, they reduce the acidity. They reduce like the caffeine of the coffee. So that's why like a luwak coffee, they're coming much more healthy because the caffeine is very less. Yeah, for the coffee, we must be roasting here around 30 until 40 minutes. Till the color of the coffee, they turn be brown, so look like that. So you can smell. They have a smell of the coffee already. Oh wow. Yeah, the smell of coffee. Right? That's a normal coffee, this is the regular one. Yeah. So like they're coming like the smell of coffee when after we roasting like this. Yeah?
So right now it's filtering the powder. So the clear one is coming at the bottom, the good one to drink, and then the powder stays on top.
Yeah, yes, the powder is just
nice.
on the top.
Love that.
You want that?
This is a luwak. Oh,
Yeah,
I just.
luwak animal.
Oh,
No, don't worry, don't worry. It's a friendly. Yeah.
Thôi là cắn đấy. Không cắn đâu. Cắn đâu à? Đúng rồi. Cắn đi.
All right, we finished the coffee tasting and bought some goodies. Now we're doing a quick lunch.
Yeah, for the knowledge.
So like if you need knowledge.
Yeah. Everything we will have done. We have to
This one is called Oga Oga.
You know, this is like our made by hand, you know. This is, we're gonna be used for celebrate one day before Silent Days.
This is made from
Silent Days is New Year in Bali for Balinese.
Wow.
And then we have it to celebrate with this kind of symbolism of devil, you know. That is like one day before Silent Days.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you were telling me about that.
Yeah.
It's in March.
That is why all of Bali Island on the main street we gonna be celebrate this one.
So what is this one called?
We call Ogo Ogo. Actually, it's Balinese.
And what do the 6 arms represent?
Actually, we have it. That is depend of the people make it. You know, sometimes just like a symbolist, they have it like 6 hands, like 2 hands, and that is depend the people who imagine that. I don't know what is they imagine that and what is the meaning that, you know, because.
But it's for the Balinese New Year, which is in March.
Yeah, in March, for sure, in March.
Okay.
Yes. That is right.
So we are carrying
So, yeah. Every single village we have to doing this celebration. Yeah, we call salad,
Grabbing a quick lunch with the ladies, and then we're having dinner at the villa. That'll wrap up today, day 5, I think. It's been amazing. Good morning from Bali. This is day 6, I believe. I don't know where I ended off yesterday. Yesterday was it wasn't really jam-packed, but I think because we had so far to drive for the activities, the day seemed a lot longer, but I was in bed by like 8 p.m. our time, and I woke up at 4 to get some work done, some work emergencies, and went back to sleep and woke back up, responded to some more messages. Now I'm running a little late for breakfast. I really haven't been wearing makeup since I've been here because I've been sweating so much, and it's just been so much like in and out of water, different types of water activities. But I did intend to put on makeup yesterday and I completely forgot. So I don't know, I'm just gonna put on a little light coverage for today. But yeah, just wanted to touch base. The trip is going extremely well, as I know I've said multiple times at this point. We are wrapping it up today. We have some more self-care activities. Like I said, we have breakfast right now, which I'm late for. Then we'll have some one-on-one Reiki sessions. Then I think we have some downtime, and then we have like a little girl self-care brunch planned, or that the host planned for us, that I'm looking forward to. And then we have dinner tonight. So I think we'll be at the resort at the villa most of the day today, and then we'll go out for dinner tonight because wherever we go, whenever we leave to go somewhere for dinner or go anywhere, basically off the villa, we're in the car for like an hour. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're in this area, we are in Ubud. And I don't even think most of the stuff we've been doing has still been in Ubud, but it still takes us 40 minutes to an hour to get anywhere, even anywhere in Ubud. So I'll try to find more specifics about exactly where in Ubud we are. But yeah, I think I said this yesterday, but that is really the only downside that I've seen. And I don't even know if I consider that a downside because, again, coming from LA where traffic is a nightmare as well, I don't know. I guess I just wasn't expecting it. I think just because you're on vacation and you do have limited time, you want to make the most of your days. So, like, spending hours and hours in the car is a bummer. But you know, it's just one of those necessary evils. Yeah, so when I get back and, you know, can gather my thoughts, and of course through my videos and footage, because I do feel like I've been getting a lot of good pictures and videos on this trip. So I am excited about that. I'll try to do a more detailed rundown and overview of like just some tips and things you want to keep in mind for traveling to Bali, because it is something that I know it's a destination that a lot of people already have on their list because it's been on my list for years. But again, I think it's one of those destinations that what you see online may be different from what you experience when you get here. And you know, my experience might be different because again, this is a self-care retreat. It's not a girls trip. It's not a turn up trip. It's not a party trip. And we're specifically spending most of our time in Ubud. So all of those things can have a factor into what your experience may be. But just wanted to hop on here, say good morning. This is day 6. We have 2 more days. So I'll keep you posted.
Please don't say we never run away. Tell me all my loving don't need no money, thank you.
Hello. So I didn't I don't know how much I have been on here today. I think today is like our 6th or 7th day here in Bali, and it was the most chill day we've had so far. Right now we're at dinner, so I'm just giving a quick catch up. I think this place is called the Tablespoon, but I think the last time I was on here was right before breakfast. We had another lovely breakfast catered at the villa. And then we did a Reiki session and a personalized human design reading, which was top tier. It was like one of the main reasons why I wanted to come to Bali, or one of the main things I've been looking for here in Bali. It was done by, so if you're looking for a human design reading, I'll put her information in the description or somewhere in a caption. And then we had a good amount of downtime, and we had a fun, super sized charcuterie brunch, which was like a table-sized charcuterie with like all the things. It had bagels, donuts, fresh fruit, cheeses, wine, sparkling wine, rosé, just all the things. It was just designed really nicely. And it was not too heavy. It was like a good amount because we were going out to dinner later, which we are here at dinner now. And then some of the girls got another massage. I decided not to. I actually used that time to get a little bit of work done. And then we had like a couple of hours to kind of just chill. Yeah, I'm really appreciating like a more relaxed, chill day. I have been making like mental notes of some things, so I will do a separate just Bali travel tips video, because as amazing as Bali is, if you are traveling here solo, I think there are some things you should be aware of just to kind of make the most of your trip, so you don't, spend a lot of time like with any type of, getting caught up in any type of hassle. But yeah, so that is the update for today. Again, like I said, tomorrow will be another pretty active day. And then Friday is our last day. So basically we have like a day and a half left. And I'm really sad to be wrapping up this trip. And that's not something I say because it has been, Friday it will be 8 days, I think, not including the travel days. If you include the travel days, it'll be 10 days. Usually by day 3 or 4, like I'm pretty ready to go, and that's not the case with this trip. Like I could stay another week, but I gotta get back, and yeah, I'm sad about it. But Bali is a place that I know for sure I'll be back. Like I'm looking forward to coming back. Like because there's still so much other stuff that I would want to see and experience. But we decided to come to this Black in Bali event. We're celebrating our Galentine's Day. So far, it's a vibe. It's not too crowded, but it's typical Bali weather, hot. Hello, hello. Okay, we are wrapping up our night. I think it's night 6. I honestly don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's night 6, but we're wrapping up night 6. We had an okay dinner. Like nobody was really super enthused with the dinner. I don't even know if I posted anything. I think I recorded like right before we went into dinner. And then we kind of made a spontaneous decision to go to a Black in Bali event. It was really nice. Like it wasn't anything over the top at all. It was like live music, dancing, good R&B, old school R&B. So yeah, that's how we ended our night. Right now, I think it's about midnight, which is the perfect timing because we have to be up at 7 for our last full day here in Bali. So I'm going to take my makeup off and I'll touch base again in the morning. Hello, hello from Bali. Our last full day. I don't know where I left off last night. And honestly, we weren't out late. Like we ended up making it back to the villa at like 11:30. It was before midnight. But I was still up another hour, so just trying to get everything together for today, because today we do have a couple of different stops we're going to make. We are going to do the flying dress Bali swing, which I'm sure everybody has seen. Is definitely a must-do thing, Instagram thing when you come to Bali. And after that, we're going to do the monkey forest, which is also very popular. I think they said we're going to go to a rice terrace, but I've been asking for clarity on that and I haven't really gotten it, so I don't know what that's going to consist of. And then we're going to spend the rest of the day at a beach club, and then we'll have our last group dinner here at the villa tonight, and then everybody departs tomorrow. I think I scheduled one last massage for the morning, so hopefully I'm not super rushed because I had all my stuff is completely disorganized. It's in disarray, and I have to basically pack tonight, and I know that's going to take probably a couple of hours. But yeah, so that will wrap up this Bali trip. After today, as you can see, I'm smiling ear to ear. I really wish I could extend my trip, but I have to be somewhere else next week. But yeah, Bali will definitely see me again, and I'll definitely do a separate Bali tips video, because I haven't really been talking about Bali specifically. I've been talking about, of course, self-care in general and just this travel experience as a tourist. Oh, I do want to do a separate video to kind of highlight some of the information about Bali that you want to know if you plan to travel here. So be on the lookout for that. We've arrived at the real Bali swing. Good morning. Alright, so we all picked out our dresses, and I got yellow. It didn't really take long. I think it took maybe 20 minutes for everybody to get dressed. Now we're headed down to the swing. we're at the Ubud Monkey Forest.
Bye guys, bye.
All right, we just got to the monkey forest. Everybody is pretty exhausted. I think the week is just catching up with us. But after this, we're going to the beach club, and hopefully we'll get a little bit of rejuvenation. They didn't give us no type of rules.
Right. I thought it was gonna be a
Intro,
protocol.
right. All right, that was pretty uneventful. We came here to get some cute photos, but we weren't able to because we only literally had like 30 minutes before we need to be at the beach club. And the line, I guess there's only one area to get the, oh my goodness. There's only one area to get the photo. Oh, he took this kid's ice cream. What was it? Who was in the car? Ice cream. The monkey took this kid's ice cream. How sad. Yeah, so long story short, we weren't able to get the photo. So we're just going to head to the beach club because it's very hot. So yeah, overall, I would say the monkeys are a lot better behaved than the monkeys in Thailand. But, you know, still wild animals, so just be mindful of that. Oh, I think this is the exit. Good morning from paradise. Last day in Bali. Oh my goodness, I'm running late actually for breakfast. I'm always late for breakfast, but I'm packed up, ready to go. A few things over there that I need to throw together. Do have a massage after breakfast, and then I'm headed straight to the airport. One last look at this view. Yeah, it's been an amazing trip. I'm pretty sure I've said that a bunch of times. Once I go through, you guys know how this goes. Once I go through my footage, any additional details or anything. Actually, yesterday, my camera was acting really crazy, so I don't know what footage I got from yesterday, but we did the Bali dress swing, classic Instagram situation, beautiful photos or beautiful places to take photos. I haven't actually seen the pictures yet. Then we went to the monkey forest. That was kind of a fail. because we were rushing to get there. When we got there, we only had like 20-30 minutes to be in the monkey forest. We didn't really get any pictures. So yeah, and then we rushed over to the beach club, which was an amazing way to end the trip. It was just good vibes. The weather was perfect. The food was okay, but the drinks were good. We got so many drinks for like, I think our bill at the end was like almost $300, and we were drinking and eating, a group of like 9 of us, for like 4 hours. So that's insane. But yeah, again, I'm running a little late, so I can't get into all of this right now. Definitely will do a more detailed recap or add in whatever voiceover or information needs to be added in as I'm editing. But again, if Bali is not already on your travel bucket list, make sure you put Bali on your bucket list. It is great for literally just about anybody. Solo travelers, yogis, people who want to retreat, people who want an adventurous vacation, families, couples, girls trips. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of guys, like just groups of guys wandering around. So I don't know if it would be good for a guy trip. I mean, I'm sure it would be, depending on the type of guy group you have. But it's really something for everybody in Bali, and the people are amazing. The food is great. I mean, they're just, it's just an all-around great vacation spot. Your biggest hurdle is probably going to be just getting around, transportation. So yeah, wrapping up Bali. And yeah, it's another one for the books.